We hear the term blood pressure being thrown around all the time, but what actually is it? In our last film, we talked about blood pressure in terms of pressure of air inside a tyre, but like most things in our bodies, it's unfortunately not that simple. Once you inflate a tyre, the pressure will remain roughly the same for some time. But in our bodies, our blood pressure is constantly changing. The pumping action of our heart means the pressure goes up and down with every heartbeat. When the heart contracts or squeezes, it creates a pushing force. This drives blood around our body, and here we're focused on our arteries. We call this contraction phase of the heart systole, and the blood pressure at the moment of the squeeze or contraction is called the systolic blood pressure, and is a measure of what the pressure is as the heart contracts. Our heart then relaxes after every contraction, and when the heart relaxes, the pushing force is no longer there, so the pressure inside the artery drops. This is called diastole, and the blood pressure at this point is the diastolic blood pressure. So when we measure our blood pressure, we get those two numbers, the systolic on the top and the diastolic on the bottom. Or to put it more simply, the pressure when the heart is contracting and the pressure when the heart is relaxing. The pressure is at its highest during the contraction as the heart squeezes blood into the arteries. This is why the first number is always higher than the second. I don't want you to worry too much about individual numbers though. I need you to think about them as a pair. If one reading is in range and the other is a bit high, then you still need to take steps to get them both in range. But before we get into that, to make things more complicated, our blood pressure numbers can be affected by what we're doing or how we're feeling. Things like exercising, stress, or even filming can cause your blood pressure to rise. Our blood pressure responds a bit like the fuel system in a car. When you put your foot on the accelerator, more fuel is pumped into the engine and it goes faster. Think of your body as an engine. Stress or exercising is like the accelerator. Your brain presses the accelerator and tells the heart to pump more blood around the system. As the heart pumps harder, the pressure inside our arteries increases. In a healthy body, once you stop exercising or your stress goes away, the number should come back down to normal levels, just like the revs in a car fall as you take your foot off the accelerator. There are also natural changes that affect our blood pressure over the day. Blood pressure rises as we wake up in the morning and falls in the evening as we're ready to sleep. So we need to check it a number of times throughout the day to get the best picture of how it's behaving. You shouldn't ever rely on a single reading. Having a one-off episode of high blood pressure is really nothing to worry about, as long as it comes back down. But if it's consistently high, we need to start thinking about ways to manage it. For most young and middle-aged people, the ideal blood pressure reading is 120/80 millimeters of mercury. If your systolic blood pressure is over 140 or your diastolic over 90, that's an indication of high blood pressure needing further investigation over a longer period of time. You might be asked to keep a diary or wear a monitoring device. If the average of all of your readings is 135/85 or higher, then you'll be diagnosed with high blood pressure. The really important thing, however, is not to get too obsessed. Every 6 months, take a week where you measure it 10 or 15 times at different times of day, and that way you'll get a picture of what's going on. In 9 out of 10 people, we don't actually know what causes high blood pressure. In the other 1 out of 10, there are known underlying causes. This may be a problem with your kidneys, your hormones, blood vessels, or certain medications. What we do know, however, is things like our age, our genetics, and lifestyle can affect how quickly our blood pressure rises during our lifetime. Now we know what our blood pressure is, we need to know how to manage it if it gets too high. In the final film of the series, we will take a look at both the lifestyle changes and the medications that can help bring our blood pressure under control.